G'day, I'm Bryson Head and I'm the Regional Recovery Officer for South West Queensland with the National Drought and Flood Agency. Today I'm here with Nathan from the Rural Financial Counselling Service at Roma on the Maranoa. Do you want to tell us a bit about what you do day to day as a Rural Financial Counsellor?
Yeah, sure, Bryson. My job as a Rural Financial Counsellor is to speak to primary producers, obviously. Our role is to assist primary producers to become better, adapt to manage change and adjustment within the industry, and hopefully with the overall aim of making them more financially viable in the future and profitable.
Yeah, cool. So how's your community at the moment following many years of drought?
Well, in the Maranoa here, we've been drought declared since I think 2013. So we've had quite an extensive period of drought here. At the moment, we've been quite lucky to catch a few falls, and things are certainly improving, but a lot of farmers are still in that recovery stage, trying to get their cattle numbers back up after the quite extensive drought period we've had.
Yeah, what are some of the biggest challenges your clients are facing at the moment? What are some of the things you're trying to help them with and set them on the path with at the moment?
Yeah, well, certainly a lot of people have been struggling with stock numbers, obviously in that drought recovery stage. During the drought, they've had to make some tough decisions and certainly sell down stock. Now with property prices increasing in the area, low interest rates and high commodity prices, a lot of farmers are now sort of taking stock of where they're at, working out a bit of a plan for the future, so working on that recovery situation. Whether they're looking at buying back in with cattle or diversifying into different industries with goats or sheep. Certainly some of the major issues we're looking at the present time. And a lot of farmers also taking light with commodity prices and property prices where they're at, certainly looking down the path of succession planning and sort of ways that they can move forward in the current environment.
Yeah, so you touched on diversification and succession planning there a bit. Those are some of the biggest things you're trying to encourage the industry to do at the moment. Like the ag industry always has its challenges, but yeah, what are the key things you're trying to encourage landholders to do at the moment?
Certainly at the present time, it's a rapidly changing environment, and we haven't certainly seen commodity prices where they're at and land prices where they're at the moment. So a lot of the time we're certainly approaching, or primary producers are approaching us, looking at ways of capitalising on these areas and the commodity price increases and ways that they can improve their primary production enterprise to hopefully be more profitable and more viable in the future.
Yeah, and I suppose capitalising on low interest rates and everything like that as well.
Yeah, no, it's certainly something we're looking at, and certainly with producers sitting down, having a look through their finances, seeing what how their debt is structured, and possibly looking at ways of utilising certainly low interest loans available through the government at the moment to help reduce the cost of finance to the producers.
Yeah. So how is everyone coping at the moment with given on the back of a few years of drought, and things are starting to look up, but we're not out of it yet. So how's the community coping?
Yeah, no, certainly the community as a whole has managed to sort of struggle through. The drought to some extent has been quite extensive and has certainly put a dampener on the primary production in the area. Certainly a lot of people having to sell down stock over that period, having to make some very tough decisions, and certainly the costs of, certainly in a lot of places, debt levels have increased to help compensate for feed. Fodder was certainly a large issue, trying to source fodder from large areas and lack of fodder available for stock. So in a lot of cases, businesses are now sort of, with the improvement in the season that we've just recently had, I guess they're assessing their business where it stands and then what avenues they have to move forward and hopefully return to viability or improve their profitability.
Yeah, cool. And to finish up, just tell us something you love about Roma and the Maranoa.
It's got to be the people out here. It's certainly a unique breed. The farmers are definitely great people to get along with, and certainly have a lot of ideas to help improve their situations, which is great.
And certainly a great race day out at Roma.
Certainly will be.
Thanks for chatting, Nathan.
Thanks, Bryson.